This morning, the manhunt for the Melbourne man who allegedly injured two in a stabbing rampage. The men freed from a Laos cave unite with their rescuers from their hospital beds. Wild weather batters the west coast, sweeping towards South Australia. And shovels hit the dirt for the first day of construction for Brisbane's Olympic Stadium. That's all coming up on the Sunrise Early News.
Live across Australia, this is Sunrise Early News.
Good morning. A search continues this morning for the man on the run after a violent stabbing rampage stretching across 50 kilometres in Melbourne. The offender allegedly forcing entry into an Epping share house and stabbing a 40-year-old man believed to be his cousin. 3 hours later, slamming a stolen car into his sister's Dandenong North home before stabbing her repeatedly, leaving the 34-year-old with life-threatening injuries. The Canine Unit and Air Wing assisting in active patrols of areas the man frequents. The twin attacks leaving communities terrified. 5 men trapped deep inside a flooded cave in central Laos have now been rescued, but the search is far from over. Specialist divers are still working to reach 2 people believed to remain trapped underground. Live to Isabel Mullen, Izzy, photos have emerged of the rescued men in good spirits.
Yeah, they have, Eddie. Good morning. Look, these are heartwarming pictures of these 5 men recovering there in hospital and meeting with their rescuers. We understand they're actually advising this team of rescuers on how best they can get to the 2 other men that are still trapped within that cave system. Now, water and rain is an ongoing issue, and it's really making it much harder for the rescue teams to access those men. They are in a race against the clock. Those 2 men have now been trapped in that cave system for 11 days. The 5 men that were rescued, one was taken out on Friday, the other 4 they actually walked out, but they were assisted. Those rescue teams were draining the water out of that cave. So water and rain, that is still the main issue. They'll be hoping that rain subsides so they've got a better shot at getting to these men in the coming hours. Eddie.
Oh, everything crossed for a good result there. Thank you, Izzy. One Nation has leapfrogged Labor as the most popular political party in Australia, according to a Redbridge poll published overnight. One Nation has risen in the primary vote by 4% and Labor has dropped by 3, bringing the final tally to 31 to 28. It's the first time a minor party has overtaken Labor in popularity. This comes as right-wing populist party leader Pauline Hanson capitalises on poorly received federal budget. A teenage soccer match in Sydney's southwest has ended in violence and an arrest, with the possibility of more to follow. A fight broke out amongst players at Revesby on Saturday afternoon, with others rushing in and turning it into an all-out brawl. An 18-year-old was bitten on the back and a 47-year-old man was placed under arrest. Police are expecting more people to be charged over the fight in the coming days. A manhunt is underway in Melbourne after a ram raid in the city's north in the early hours of this morning. A car crashed into the front of a convenience shop on Moore Road and Sydney Road in Coburg. The vehicle allegedly reversed and fled the scene, leaving the business destroyed. Police believe the offenders did not gain access to the shop as investigations at the scene continue. Shovels will hit the dirt on the first day of construction of the Olympic Stadium in Brisbane in preparation for the 2032 Games. The stadium will have a capacity of 63,000 seats and is set to host the opening and closing ceremonies. It comes after weeks of protests from Indigenous organisations and multiple arrests over the sacred site. Protesters had until midnight to clear the park before forceful action would take place today. It is officially the first day of winter and we are feeling it. Despite the days getting shorter and the temperatures cooler, the Bureau of Meteorology has tipped that an abnormally warm May could bring milder winter than we're used to. The shortest day of the year for the Southern Hemisphere approaches, also known as the winter solstice, on the 21st of June. And the start of the new season has packed a punch as a powerful storm system sweeps towards South Australia. The wild weather front has already battered WA, unleashing cyclone-strength wind gusts, dangerous surf, flooding and widespread power outages affecting around 30,000 homes. The Bureau is warning of gale-force westerly winds as the system tracks east, while it's expected to weaken before reaching South Australia. Damaging gusts approaching 100 kilometres an hour are still forecast for southern parts of the state. 3 dirt bike hoons have been caught on camera riding dangerously through Adelaide South. One rider was filmed performing a wheelie in front of police on Edwards Street in Colonel Light Gardens yesterday afternoon. Officers activated their lights but did not pursue as the rider fled onto a footpath with 2 other bikes in an apparent attempt to evade police. Patrols searched the area but they were unable to locate the riders. We're checking Monday's weather now. Brisbane sunny and 22 degrees, Sydney sunny and 19, Canberra late shower 2 and 13, Melbourne showers becoming windy and 14, Hobart shower 2 and 13, Adelaide that extreme weather about to hit, showers windy 20 degrees, Perth showers easing there, wind easing 2, 19, Darwin sunny and 31 degrees. Well, still to come on the Sunrise Early News, over half of 100 people dead after an explosion in Myanmar. And Dua Lipa is levitating, tying the knot with now husband Callum Turner. That's next on Sunrise Early News.